Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be looking at the Nissan Armada Pro-4X. I should have a full review coming in the near future, but there was one at the auto show, so I decided to film it for all of you. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Let's take a look at this Nissan Armada Pro-4X. So this has Nissan's new twin-turbo 3.5 liter V6, 425 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque, so pretty powerful engine. Now, I should have a full review of a Pro-4X Armada in the near future. The Nissan dealership told me they're going to get it relatively soon, so I'll be able to give you guys driving impressions and all of that. But I figured, you know, good to have a first look. Notice the toe hooks aren't the same color. I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know if that's just pre-production thing or if that's going to be full production on the Armada. Color looks really cool on it. And I was actually surprised they put some decently sized tires on the Armada Pro-4X, and it looks like there's some space too, so if you want to put even bigger tires, then it looks like there's an option. Not too much to see with the suspension, independent suspension with it. And I like the little vent there on the side. It kind of makes it look a little bit more aggressive. You can see the fixed side step there with a blacked out mirror cap as well. The two-tone design looks pretty cool. It does look cartoonish though, I will say that. I think it looked really good with like really big tires on it, but I'm still not completely sold on the new Armada styling. I actually like the previous gen styling, if I'm being honest. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it wasn't the worst looking. And Tahoe size, right? So you've got that amount of storage behind the third row. Power hatch, of course. And this paint would look really good with a satin finish on it, actually. But I like the taillight design. I think they did a good job with that overall. I got the nice bezel that covers the receiver hitch. So, you know, the design elements are pretty good looking with it. And then the interior on the Pro-4X was really cool to see in person with the orange stitching. You can see all the soft touch all over as well. And then look at these seats. I think that's pretty cool looking. Definitely stylized, but I mean that's kind of what you expect when you're going for something fancier like the Pro-4X. Good space there in the second row. Got all your climate controls and everything. That's what all those little buttons are for. They illuminate when the car is turned on. And then you got the third row there. Can fit adults back there pretty comfortably, so no problem with that. And then this leads us up front where, again, you got more of that orange stitching throughout to go with the Pro-4X theme. So the window controls there, the mirrors, they do power fold in. Got your memory seats, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Pro-4X there on the seat. A nice trim all down the center, all of your power adjustments on the side. Just a quick look at the payload capacity. Pretty solid, it's like 1,400 pounds. I don't know if the camera ever focused on it. There you go, 1,444. Very specific payload capacity number. I think the new steering wheel is pretty cool. Three spoke, but like two thick spokes there at the top. Very kind of rugged looking. Big screen setup. I'm still not sold on the whole screen thing with new cars, but if you like it, you like it. Nice trim across the dash there. And then you can see with the glove box, got good storage inside. And then got your trailer brake controls integrated as well. All of the physical buttons for the climate, heated and ventilated seats. You got your drive mode select in there, transmission select. I mean, everything is there in the center. And yes, it's just buttons for the transmission select, kind of like what GM was doing. Plenty of storage with this too. Big center console. So in terms of practicality, they've got it nailed down. Camera rear view mirror. It's not going to turn on because the car's not on. And they got a big sunroof up top as well. But overall, it's cool. I'm excited to drive one, hopefully in the very near future. But for a first look, I'm actually pretty impressed. Let me guys think about the Armada. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Over the hood, heads up display, the mirrors, the rest of the rear, and let us set off. Now I will say, I really like these seats. They're comfortable, first off, but they just look cool. It's nicer than having like a, and this is interior in general, it's nicer than having just like a boring monotone interior. Having some color is always, I think, a big plus. Now, other than that, the Canyon AT4. This was actually the first Canyon that I reviewed, was the AT4 package. And I was pretty impressed at the time, and I'm still impressed with what this offers in the mid-size pickup truck segment at the price point that it offers it. So first off, great torque out of the engine. And this engine's standard across the lineup. I'd say that's a big plus. Suspension in general is comfortable. Well, it does a pretty good job of soaking up the bumps and all of that. And yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the suspension's just comfortable. It feels very full-size trucky with the comfort. Even though it has leaf springs, it stays pretty darn planted too. So I would say that, yeah, in general, they've just done a good job with the tuning on everything here. Now, other than that, steering, I mean, this is just an easy truck to drive. And then it does have the off-road capability, right? It's got the auto rear locking diff, which helps out quite a bit with off-road use. And having a 2-speed transfer case too. Like, it's a pretty rugged feeling truck. So let me guys think about the AT4, but in the midsize pickup truck segment, with the current pricing schemes that all the manufacturers have, this looks to be a pretty solid value. You get some off-road capability, get a nice interior, some nice luxury features, and it is not cheap by any means. But I mean, at this price point, this competes against like a Tacoma TRD off-road, for example. And at this price point, a Tacoma TRD off-road has no leather interior. It's cloth seats. So there's your plus with that. And then if we look at, let's see, Ford, you can get a pretty nice Ranger at this price point. Ford's kept things up pretty well. The one downside though is if you want the V6, which has power like this, the 2.7 V6, then you're expensive. So it's like GM just offers really good standard power, and then the features